At 79, Barry Gibb has finally opened up about the truth behind his relationship with fellow music legend Cliff Richard. A story not of scandal or rivalry, but of deep respect, gratitude, and shared endurance. Born Barry Allen Crumpton. Gibb on September 1, 1946, in Douglas on the Isle of Man. Barry was the second of 5 children in a family where music was more than passion. It was destiny. Alongside his brothers Robin and Maurice, he formed the Bee Gees, a group whose harmonies and songwriting would define decades of popular music. From early days performing in small Australian venues to conquering the world with hits like Stayin' Alive, Night Fever, and How Deep Is Your Love, Barry became the creative heart of the Bee Gees. His falsetto iconic, his songwriting timeless, and his influence immeasurable. Yet his journey wasn't without loss. The deaths of his brothers Andy, Maurice, and Robin left him the last surviving Bee Gee. A bittersweet legacy for a man whose entire life was built on brotherhood and song. Behind the fame, Barry's personal life also told a story of resilience and devotion. His first marriage to Maureen Bates ended as fame consumed his early years. But everything changed when he met Linda Gray, a Scottish beauty queen who became his anchor for over 5 decades. Together they built a loving family, weathering the highs and lows of fame, loss, and time. Barry often said, "Linda is my rock," crediting her with saving him emotionally and spiritually. Now, as he looks back on his life, Barry has chosen to speak about another important relationship: his long and quiet friendship with Cliff Richard. For decades, fans speculated about their connection. 2 icons from the same golden era of music. Their paths crossing, but their bond rarely discussed. Barry revealed that Cliff was one of his earliest inspirations. "He made me believe you could be decent and famous at the same time," Barry said, recalling their first encounters in the 1960s. While other stars fell to the chaos of fame, Cliff's humility and unwavering moral compass stood out. He never lost his faith, even when the business tried to break him. "I respected that." Barry also credited Cliff for paving the way for British artists like the Bee Gees to achieve global success. "When we were still finding our sound, Cliff had already conquered the charts," he said. "He showed us that you didn't have to be American to make it big. You could be from England, and the world would still listen." Yet over time, fame pulled them in different directions. They weren't close friends, Barry admitted, but they shared an unspoken respect that lasted decades. "We weren't the kind who called each other every day, but whenever we met, there was always mutual respect. Sometimes life just takes you in different directions." Through the years, Barry admired Cliff's steadfastness, his refusal to compromise his values, even when mocked for being too clean-cut or too faithful. He didn't follow trends, he made his own, Barry said. "That takes courage." Reflecting on their parallel journeys, Barry acknowledged the pain of outliving so many peers. "Maurice, Robin, Andy, they were my life. And Cliff has lost people too. Just surviving this business is a miracle." With quiet emotion, he added, "Cliff's still here, still singing, still smiling. That's strength. That's faith in motion." For Barry, speaking about Cliff wasn't about headlines or confession. It was about gratitude. "People always want drama," he said softly. "But the truth is simpler. Cliff's a good man, one of the best. He never gave up, and he never gave in. That's what I'll always admire about him." After a lifetime of music, fame, and heartbreak, Barry Gibb's truth about Cliff Richard is a rare glimpse into the heart of 2 men who survived the storm of superstardom with their humanity intact. It's not a story of competition, but of connection. Of 2 legends bound by faith, endurance, and the timeless belief in the power of music to outlast them both.